YouTube, how the heck you doing? This is Corey Earth Watcher Realms. Now, obviously, when it comes to the end of the season, you gotta farm your life away, right? Anyways, we have gone and completed season 9 for Guild v Guild. We got the amazing banner that's over here, so season 9, which is awesome. So let's kind of go ahead and recap some of the things that happened in this season, because I mean we did finish top 3, which is awesome. A little bit unlucky because what happened is we actually faced Mad, and then we faced Awakened Chaos like right after that, and so that's how we got to top 3. I mean, it would have been nice to get top 2, but it didn't happen. We had to go against Mad at the beginning of the week, and that kind of threw everything off. But let's just go through it. So real quick, let me go over who we went against over the season, and that might make it a little bit more simple and make more sense, right? So let's go to the very top of the season. We went against Awakened Chaos. We went and bubbled them. We went versus Mad, and we got bubbled. We barely attacked them, if we're being honest. And then we went against Awakened Chaos again. Went against Airtness. Then this guild, Immortal Elite. We started putting a little bit more effort in on this particular run. Then we went against our like sub guild, went against Arbiters, went against Mad. We did not. I swear to God, we barely hit them at all. Then we did this, Awaken Chaos again, Mad again, Awaken Chaos again, Crimson Peak again. Then we put some more effort in a little bit against Mad, and then we went against Awaken Chaos for the final time to kind of round out the season. So a lot of repeat guilds. It was absolutely insane. It was very frustrating to go against the same guilds. I really do think that something should be done to some degree about how the season is in terms of which guilds you face, because I think it's a little bit unfortunate that we essentially face like Awakened Chaos 4 times to round out the season. Obviously, I understand that it happens. In some ways, it's hard to avoid duplicate matchups, but the fact that we went against them 4 times, it felt a little bit unfair, because in my opinion, I don't think Awakened Chaos is number 14. I think they're probably like number 5. In terms of like my personal power rankings for them, they are disgustingly good in my opinion. But yeah, I think something should be revised about that. Also, I don't necessarily like that we went against Mad like 5 times, and the only time we lost ever through this season was against Mad. I don't necessarily think that's healthy, because I would have liked to have gone against Dragon Slayers. I think that would have been a much more interesting matchup at least some point, but it seems like that never happened. Just like how I would have loved to go against the Rage, like that would have also been another matchup that I thought would have been really fun to play against. But it just didn't happen. So I mean, it is what it is. In terms of overall attacks and everything, obviously my guild is disgusting, so shout out to everybody in the Shire. I had about a 60% win rate. Honestly, I would say like 14 of these losses came from me attacking Mad. I swear to God, it maybe not 14, maybe like 8. But yeah, it was definitely a fun season overall. Now, one of the things that I'm going to kind of elaborate on, and I usually do this, let me just kind of pull up the rankings as I do this. So I think one thing that I've noticed over the course of the season, and just Guild v Guild seasons in general, is it does feel like this little cutoff has expanded a little bit. Because I remember at a certain point it was 32, right? Like if you were number 32, you got it, and 33 didn't get it. And now I'm starting to notice that it's kind of changed a little bit here. Like if we scroll down, it's 38 is the cutoff now. So I don't necessarily know what has caused the change. Maybe it's because the points are so close, but I think there has to be some publication as to what's the rationale as to what classifies as Overlord or doesn't. Because even then, I remember there was a point in time where 5 losses guaranteed Overlord, 6 losses meant you didn't get it. Which naturally that's also not the case, which is why point manipulating was such a popular thing in different seasons, because you can point manipulate and kind of guarantee yourself Overlord if you did it correctly. even if you got 5 losses or 6 losses, if you manipulate it properly, you could get Overlord. So it looks like some things have changed in that regard. It seems like you can still get Overlord, even if you're like number 38, which is incredibly interesting. Now I'm going to go ahead and just take some time to go over the rankings specifically, and then I'm going to go over my thoughts about how the season went, what was good, what was bad, and what needs to essentially change for the health of Guild v Guild moving forward. Now I'm going to prelude this, right? I'm making this video on a Sunday. There are some major things happening, and you'll see it probably start to occur tomorrow. If you care about Guild v Guild, you'll see it tomorrow. If you don't care, then this doesn't really matter. But basically, some things are changing, right? So I'm going to take some time. Obviously, Mad went and placed first again. Obviously, I want to shout out Zephyros and Ezreal and all the people that are in Mad. K-Val, my favorite player in the game has left, and he was in Mad. So I'm a little bit sad about that. But just in general, right? Shout out to Zephyros and all of them. Y'all are dope. Dragon Slayer's got number 2, which is, I mean, expected. I think it was either us or them that was going to get number 2. They got it this time, which is awesome. Congrats to them, right? Crimson Peak, which is a sub-affiliate of the Awakened Chaos cluster, makes sense. I obviously thought like it was either going to be Crimson Peak or Awakened Chaos that got this spot. The Rage, I know the Rage is actually really good. We went against them for the Gauntlet. They're disgusting. They have really good attack efficiency, so I'll give them that. Rising Horde, I know I have a couple of friends in there. I know this is Destin's Guild, so congrats for the top 6. And then Blood Envoy, obviously I know a couple of people in Blood Envoy. They're like super good. I will never forget this. Blood Envoy back in season 6 actually helped my guild and kind of tried to help us get some strats to get an Overlord. It didn't happen. We sucked. And so we missed out. But Blood Envoy, I respect them like a ton for helping out during that time period. Smash Pandas, that's Jake's guild, DS2. So Jimmy, if Jimmy's in here still, congrats, right? Panda Small. So it looks like Panda's got 2 guilds in Overlord, which is awesome. Got Sin Overlords, Arbiters. Got Yuna in here and a couple other people. The Shire's 2nd guild got in Overlord, which is awesome. And then Nautilus, yes, Nautilus, yes. I love like all the people in here. And then let's see if there's anything else. I know Mavericks, yes. Dragos and all of them got into Overlord again, which is awesome. And one thing that I want to note is Ordo Phoenix, which is relatively a newer guild, hopped into the scene this season. They almost got Overlord. They're like 2 points off, so super close, a little bit unlucky, but yeah, that's kind of like the overall rankings there. Is there anything else? It doesn't seem like there was any, to my knowledge, upset. Oh, wait. Gladiators, that's an upset. That's an upset. Is there anything else that's an upset? Not that I can see. Immortal Horde, that's also a relative upset. But either way, I mean, all the guilds that got into Overlord, congrats. All the ones that didn't, it's okay. It happens. The ranking system is interesting, to say the least. Now, let's go into the main thing that I wanted to talk about. And this might even go ahead and become a second video at some point. I'm even looking at it. I really, really do not like this. I'll be honest. I have tested every Demon Soldier. Tested them level 5, level 7, level 10. All of them. Even the new ones. All of them. I really did not like this introduction of how the new factions are. I don't like Master Splinter. I really don't like Master Splinter. That's going to be a second video. 100%. This little rat, I swear to God, this rat broke Guild. That little rat broke him. And here's the thing, right? I stand by this. The Frost faction is better. But this little rat right here is literally the second coming of Jesus Christ. I'm so serious. he broke Gilby Guild in a disgusting way, and it has drastically changed how all the defenses functioned and things like this. And here's the thing, right? I don't mind factions being a thing. I love it. I don't mind the introduction of a new demon soldier midway through the season. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. However, I do think that putting RNG in one's ability to unlock certain demon soldiers was a choice. I don't like it. For example, if you got the Slaughterer from a random mystery demon soldier chest, like from Guild Boss or something, you were clapping fools. It didn't even matter. It didn't matter what the defense was. You were running through it. If you got Glacius, right? If you got Glacius, you were putting people on a mixtape, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Even, how about this, right? Let's go backwards. Let me look at my demons. Ignore me. I just got the Grotesque Fiend like earlier. He's about to be level 5. He's about to be there. But basically, if you chose the Frost Guardian and you never got a Grotesque Fiend from the mystery chest, you were screwed. And I just don't think that should happen. I genuinely just don't think that should happen. So moving forward, it's fine to introduce new demon soldiers. I really hope that they go and put all the new demon soldiers into gear raids. I don't care how it's done. It needs to be done, because I think it's a little bit criminal to introduce all these new demons and make it RNG based off of whether you get them. I can understand like the Slaughterer and Glacius. That's fine. They're the captains. That's fine. But going ahead and like making it so RNG based off the chests, and then even with the chests, you can get certain people have the ability to, had the ability to get the chest here, and some people didn't. Like I didn't. That's A/B testing. I don't like it. They should have been available for everybody. Some people got really good rewards from it. Some people didn't. Right. So those are kind of my thoughts. Just kind of quick summative. Season was good. I think the introducing. No, actually no. I'm lying. I don't think the season was good at all. I think the introduction of Valara into Gilby Guild broke it. And I think the only counter to Valara was something even more broken, which was Grotesque Fiend. Like this little rat, this little Master Splinter, like no, it should not happen. It was the only main counter to Valara. And if you did not have that, Valara was running your pockets. I don't think it's good to have one broken thing be solved by another broken thing. And you needed, if you didn't have it, you needed some crazy BP to make it work. So yeah, I really did not like how this season functioned. Obviously, this is all my perspective for being in a top 3 guild. In my opinion, top 2. But I'm just biased, right? But top 3 regardless. Proof is right here, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts postseason. The ranking system needs to change. The introduction of new demon soldiers throughout the season needs to change. These little boxes should never have happened. They should have just been added to the gear raids, in my opinion. This is fine. Like, the boxes is fine, actually. But they should have been added to the gear raids as well. And yeah. Gilby goes about to change significantly in the next couple of days. You'll see.